Jason's a killer we all get once we play Forsaken for the first time. For a beginner killer, he is not only fun to play, but has great stats to accompany his fun playstyle. Today, I will teach you the basics of Jason, his kit and how to use it, and some cool tactics you can use when you play as him. Now, Jason is currently the fastest killer in the game with a sprint speed of 28 and a walk speed of 9, just ahead of Cool Kit's 7.5 walk speed. With a whopping 1,250 health, you should not have a problem with the risk of dying. Like other killers, you have 110 stamina with 9.5 stamina loss and 21 stamina gain per second. Jason's passive is Mute. This makes his terror radius smaller than normal. At first glance, his passive may seem pretty bad and lacking, but if you can use it properly and understand the playstyle behind it, you would realize how good this can be at times. Jason being a hybrid of stealth and long-term chase playstyles, this passive plays to the stealth factor perfectly. Oftentimes, you can jump people while simply aren't paying attention, with ease due to your high speed. By the time they hear the terror radius, you will already be right behind them, and by that time you can either hit them, or if you're lucky enough, you can hit with a Gashing wound to do massive damage. For obvious reasons, this won't always work. Some people are more aware of their surroundings and will often see you approaching, or react fast enough to get away. I'm going to move into Raging Pace right away, due to this being his one and only semi-confusing ability. Jason will begin to walk at a pace of 19.5 seconds. You cannot sprint in this state until you either attack or it runs out after 14 seconds. This ability is amazing when you're chasing survivors, because since Jason, yes, Jason is indeed a targeting playstyle. It's annoying, but it's his playstyle, unfortunately. When you're targeting someone and you're out of stamina, you can just use his ability to not only regain some stamina, but keep up with them. This ability easily tires out survivors. But the biggest thing about this ability, and the reason I want to talk about it first, is the Enraged effect. The Enraged effect increases your damage by either 1.75 or 1.4, depending on the ability you use. I will talk about these changes later when I explain the other abilities. Slash is Jason's M1. There's nothing really too special about it. With a 1.9-second cooldown, there really shouldn't be any much of an issue with, just using it. It additionally does 20 damage and applies Bleeding 1 for 5 seconds, which Bleeding 1 will damage the survivor for an additional 8 damage, totaling to 28 total damage. But while enraged, your slash will initially hit for 25 damage and bleed an extra 8 damage, totaling to 33 damage. In addition to the extra damage, Jason gets a good lunge when you use the M1 while enraged. After exiting enraged with an M1, you can almost instantly swing again since the cooldown is half after exiting Raging Pace. Behead is Jason's next ability. Behead does 20 damage flat, because it does not apply bleeding, but it does apply helplessness, which will prevent targets from using any abilities for 14 seconds. Sadly, whether you miss the ability or not, you will gain slowness 1 for 2 seconds. I strongly recommend that after you use Behead, you don't run and just choose to regain some stamina until that slowness wears out. When enraged, you simply do an additional 15 damage totaling to 35, no other benefits. Gashing Wound is Jason's final ability. Once used, he will swing forward, and if anyone is hit within the hitbox, then they will be greatly damaged, doing an entire 50 damage. Now, the ability has no lunge or anything to help you hit it, just the initial swing. Luckily, it's not too punishing. If you miss, it's just like 1.5 or 2 seconds of no moving. So, don't fear missing it, use it when you can. But the great thing about it is that when you're enraged, it does a whole 70 damage. Now, that is 10 damage away from one-shotting Eliots. That is bizarre. It's very punishing to Sentinels as well, doing, like, let's say, a Shadowski or Guest, should a block or swing. If they miss, all you have to do is hit them with a Gashing Wound, and that's like half their health gone. instantly. It's incredibly punishing. Just when you use it, make sure that they're either walking very slowly or standing still to guarantee yourself a hit. Jason doesn't have many tips and tricks I could give you, but I know of at least. If you know any more, please tell me in the comments. But the ones I do know are pretty cool and nice to know, so I'll be glad to give you them. Parrying is likewise one of the most common tricks people know for Jason, but it's also one of the hardest to pull off. What I mean by parry is to kind of like predict or react to a Sentinel's attempt to stun you, and just counter it with Raging Pace. Since you can't be stunned while in the Raging Pace ability, you can just use this to your advantage and pop it before we stun you to prevent the stun from happening. This is greatly punishing to the Sentinels if they fall for this trick, because most of the time you might have your Gashing Wound and have cooldown. That's just a free 70 damage right there. Pulling this off successfully is obviously not very easy, but it's again just incredibly punishing for a survivor. Again, this is a simple concept but just hard to pull off. I recommend that if you're low on stamina, choose a good sentinel and they happen to turn a corner, you use Raging Pace. Not only does it help you regain stamina safely, but likewise, the sentinel realizing you're also low on stamina will either A, stop running, regain some stamina, and you could just, kind of catch up to them because you're in your Raging Pace mode, or B, take advantage of the corner because we all know those sentinels love the corners. Looking at you, Shadowlowski, but they love to use their corners to try to stun you, and since you'll be enraged, you won't get stunned, leaving them very vulnerable. Again, like I said many times now, this ability and concept is simple, but just hard to pull off. Try your best and practice this move as much as you can. One other trick I know about is how to counter noob slate skin potion. It's annoying when you're chasing a noob for a good amount of time, and then they pop a slate skin, because no one does waste your time. But sometimes, they get away, because that speed boost is pretty extravagant. So this method will help you not only damage the noob, but, deny that distance from happening. Some people are smart enough to know that when a noob pops slate skin, you could probably wait it out and just hit them with a Gashing Wound. It will greatly help. If you can time it right, it's a 350 of right there. But something else you can do is hit them once, twice, maybe 3 times if you want. With your normal swing, pop your Raging Pace if available, and then hit them with the Gashing Wound. If you hit them twice, use your Raging Pace ability and time it with your Gashing Wound. You might be able to do up to 110 damage. This is not including the slate skin health drop off. This damage can be major if you do it well enough. And it's very bad for a noob. It prevents any way of the noob running away, getting that speed boost. And it also damages them. It's very beneficial. It's great to know this. Those are really the only tips I could give you. All the information, just apply it as you need, learn with Jason. Ask me in the comments if you have any questions. I'll be glad to help you all. I love helping people learn how to play people. Next up will probably be Cool Kid. I'll make a tutorial on. He's pretty fun. I'm still waiting for his milestone skins to come out, but once those come out, I'll make a video on that. Uh, Anyways, otherwise than that, just enjoy the gameplay for the rest of the video. Alright, well, this here is absolutely sweaty. I'm gonna lose horribly, but might as well teach y'all how to play Jason, I suppose. Okay, here we go. See, this is an example of sneaking up on it. What? That's looking annoying me. Oh, I'm lagging so badly too. time. Builderman is a top tier priority for me. Oh, hitbox. Oh, okay. So yeah, like right here, like I could use Gashing Wound right there because he's staying still. Like right here, I could try to use it, but I'm not going to because it's a waste. You're like my high speed right. I'm gonna chase this guy down, right? So all I gotta do is like pin him, go full stamina, and now go in. Alright, he's gonna block here in a second. I'm gonna show you what you do. Alright. I charge, he charges. I guess he doesn't block and instead takes a free hit. Now he blocks. And now you punish him. This is all you do. I mean, there's not much. Is my machete gone? It's just me or is my machete gone? Where did my machete go? Why am I slapping them? I think this is normal. Why am I legit. I'm not gonna ask. I legit don't have a machete. I am smacking people to death. Alrighty then. Well, I guess that's what I'll be dealing with. Alright, luckily he's not paying attention. Because, like I said, I am extraordinarily quiet. I'm going to gash. Let's go. Right, so all I do here is avoid this guy. Now I'm on stamina, I do this. I chase him. I'm slowly catching up to him. I'll also regenerate my stamina. Now I'll blow in his face, and I miss that completely. He misses that completely. So, kill that guy next, because without a doubt, 007's on high top tier priority. Make sure to chase him whenever you can. Oh, that was horrible on my part. Don't do that. I have to do that sometimes, you know, and bait him out. I think he has his punch ready, maybe. Also, I should have not, like, done that. I think use this clone here in a second. I'm gonna try to parry using a clone. Alright. Now, last man standing, you are decent. I mean, to be honest, there's not much you can do here. Just wrap him. Yeah, just like, you know, long stamina, use this, it's gonna repeat until you eventually do catch up to him. Applying pressure to him. Stop running whenever you do that move, you don't lose stamina. Get stuck in that, that's a shame. I tried to make him. Oh, what? Oh, I forgot I gave him that. Oops. Okay, luckily it's not happening by this time. I am going to lose this very soon. I'm going to do this once and then Gashing Wound. There we go, just like that.